Christian Weston Chandler is the most well-documented person in human history. That is an objective fact. Chris is a severely autistic person who became infamous for creating a poorly drawn webcomic starring his own OC, Sonichu. Chris would also use this to insert real stories about his life, with them being distorted into power fantasies where he was victorious against what he called jerk-hops. Such as one where he tells the story of how he was kicked out of a mall for soliciting sex. Now, you may be wondering what the fuck this has to do with his autism. Well, I'll tell you. Chris grew up with terrible parents who coddled him into being a man-child for his entire life, having gotten him zero help for his obvious special needs. When Chris began his love quest, his severe autism caused him to behave creepily toward women, such as carrying around an attraction sign that he genuinely believed would attract women. When online trolls discovered his comic, he quickly began getting trolled severely. This would hurt his already rapidly deteriorating mental state, leading him to believe Sonichu had worldwide fans and that he was in several fake relationships with online trolls that were catfishing him. He was also trolled into thinking that Shigeru Miyamoto of Nintendo was contacting him to make a Sonichu game, and that a guy known as Liquid Chris was trying to steal his identity. Neither of those were true. Chris has had many run-ins with the law, from hitting a man who kicked him out of his business with his car, to pepper spraying a GameStop employee because he stopped him from vandalizing Sonic Boom games because Sega had changed Sonic's arms from beige to blue. Chris's already fragile mental state was amplified when he basically had no real friends except internet trolls, which led him to genuinely believe that his fictional characters were real. As if his autism had not made him stupid enough, Chris became so demented that in 2021 he was arrested after he had revealed he was having sex with his elderly, dementia-ridden mother. This soured any sympathy Chris had by onlookers still. Surprisingly, Chris was actually released last year and his charges were dropped. He currently lives in a rental home under the management of several internet friends of his. However, he is still basically fucking insane and makes videos pretending to be the reincarnation of Jesus and being a trans woman, even though he only changed his gender in 2014 because he thought he would have better luck with his love quest with lesbians. So yes, that was basically a brief summary of Chris Chan. I hope this video was somewhat informative about him, as he is a massive rabbit hole himself, with Gino Samuel making a multi-part documentary that goes super in-depth about him. I would recommend you check it out. With that, I'm Big Lemon, and I'll see you in the next one.